to Sweets and Beyond. My name is Ida and today I'm going to be showing you how to do a classic Puerto Rican dessert which is called Budin de pan or Puerto Rican bread pudding. Here are the ingredients we're going to be using today. The first ingredient is going to be a loaf of bread. This is Puerto Rican pan de agua, but you can use a French bread. It has to be 1 pound and stale. So it has to be a little hard to the touch. Here I have two 12-ounce cans of evaporated milk, one 12-ounce can of sweetened condensed milk. We're going to be using half a teaspoon of salt, 1 stick or half a cup of melted unsalted butter, about half a cup of raisins if you want, 4 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, and here I have it's 3/4 of a cup of the tea. Here I put 2 cloves, 2 cinnamon sticks, 2 star anise, and 15 spice cloves, which I just boiled, let it cool, and this is the tea that we have. So let's get started. Okay, so all I did was I broke the bread into pieces, I just went like this. And I just broke it up. And I forgot to mention also in this tea we have 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla. So I'm going to cook it here. I made a caramel for it. How beautiful it looks. It's nice and hard. All I did was I took 1 cup of sugar and I heated it up in a saucepan until it turned that color, and I just poured it into the mold. So it couldn't be any simpler, and this is so yummy. All we're going to do is we're going to start pouring in. This is the 2 cans of evaporated milk. If you notice, it doesn't have any sugar because we're putting in the sweetened condensed milk. We're going to add the tea. And we're going to hold off on the eggs and the butter because we're going to mix this in well. Okay, so it's all mixed in. I'm going to sprinkle the teaspoon of the salt. I'm going to pour in the 4 eggs that I slightly beat. And now we're going to mix it again. And make sure you don't mix it too heavily because you want to see. It's a bread pudding, budin de pan, so you want to see the pieces of bread. So we're going to mix this in. And then we're going to add the butter. And the raisins right now, we're just going to continue to stir it gently, making sure everything is mixed together, but you still see the pieces of bread. So you can smush, I use mush, you can smush it down to make sure that everything is incorporated. So now will be a good time to preheat your oven to 350 degrees. What we're going to do is we're going to let this sit until the oven is preheated, so maybe 5 to 10 minutes, because we want all the bread to soak up all this yumminess. And I'll show you what to do with the raisins. Okay, so my oven has preheated. So now I'm going to transfer the mix into my prepared baking dish. So the raisins. Some people don't like raisins. I'm not a fan of raisins. So what I do is I divide half of the batter with raisins and the other half without. So I'm going to split it down the middle. And then we will bake it at a 350, like I said, 350 degree oven. See? Half with, no, kidding. And half without. And just to make sure, you can drop a couple of raisins in it, just to make sure that you know which side has the raisins. So this is it. We're going to bake it for 45 minutes or an hour. from 45 minutes to an hour until a knife inserted into it comes out clean. So we'll be back when this is ready. Okay, so I took an hour in the 350-degree oven, and see, when you insert it, it comes out nice and clean. So all you do is you go around the edges, making sure it doesn't get stuck. And when it cools, I'm gonna have a slice. Okay, so here you have it, budin de pan, or my version of Puerto Rican bread pudding. How beautiful this looks. So nice and crunchy too. And I served it with some just regular vanilla ice cream that makes its own like little vanilla sauce. So if you like this video, you know the drill, give it a thumbs up. And after this, there's gonna be a little box that says click to subscribe. So click there if you haven't subscribed. Buen Provecho. Of course, I'm taking the non-raisin side. Look at that. Grab some little ice cream too. Try it.